The world is witnessing an alarming escalation of armed conflict. In 2023 alone, a staggering 59 state-based conflicts erupted across 34 countries. This marks the highest number of conflicts since the end of World War II, painting a grim picture of global instability. Even more concerning is the sheer scale of these conflicts. A record-breaking 92 countries found themselves entangled in these conflicts in 2024. This unprecedented figure surpasses any other period in modern history, highlighting the widespread nature of violence and its devastating impact on countless lives. The resurgence of conflict is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. It underscores the urgent need for international cooperation and diplomacy to address the root causes of violence. Without a concerted effort to resolve conflicts peacefully, the world risks descending further into chaos and suffering. The international community must prioritize conflict prevention and resolution mechanisms to break this cycle of violence. The consequences of these widespread conflicts are catastrophic, leading to an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. A staggering 305 million people are projected to require humanitarian assistance in 2025. This alarming figure represents more than double the number of people in need just 5 years ago, demonstrating the exponential growth of humanitarian needs. The International Committee of the Red Cross, or ICRC, estimates it needs 2.17 billion Swiss francs to effectively respond to the needs of those affected by conflict in 2025. This substantial funding requirement reflects the immense scale of the crisis and the urgency of providing essential aid and protection to vulnerable populations. The international community must step up and ensure that organizations like the ICRC have the resources to carry out their life-saving work. Delivering humanitarian aid in active conflict zones presents immense challenges. Humanitarian workers operate in increasingly dangerous environments, facing threats from hostilities, obstructions, and violence. These risks often hinder the delivery of aid, leaving vulnerable communities without essential supplies and support. The ongoing conflict in Gaza exemplifies the dire consequences of restricted access. Israel's cut-off of essential supplies has resulted in soaring prices and dwindling aid, pushing the already vulnerable population to the brink. Basic necessities like food are expected to run out within weeks, highlighting the urgent need for a humanitarian corridor to prevent a catastrophic humanitarian crisis. The escalating global conflicts and their devastating humanitarian consequences demand a unified global response. International cooperation is not just an option but a necessity to alleviate the suffering of millions caught in the crossfire. The world must prioritize diplomatic solutions to end conflicts, ensure the protection of civilians and humanitarian workers, and provide the necessary funding to meet the growing humanitarian needs. Failure to act decisively will have devastating and far-reaching consequences, exacerbating human suffering and undermining global stability. The time for action is now, and the world must come together to address this pressing crisis before it's too late.